Manifesto and principles are widely regarded to be the foundation of all Agile methods. Let us now proceed to understand the Manifesto and principles. From the late 1980s to early 1990s, there were a variety of developments that came into being in response to the dissatisfaction with traditional methods. These were driven mostly by the software industry. These methods included Scrum, Extreme Programming, and others. They all tried to include elements of iterative and incremental approaches. While all of them charted their own course, there was a need to unify these approaches into something that was more formally known and recognized. With this in mind, 17 thought leaders came together in February of 2001 to define what then became known as the Agile Manifesto. At the heart of it, the Agile Manifesto is a statement which describes the values that all the Agile methods subscribe to. The Agile Manifesto states the values adhered to by all the Agile methods. It says what is valued more by Agile methods as compared to others which are valued somewhat less. The text of the Manifesto, accompanying 12 principles of Agile development, which we shall talk about in a few minutes, and the history behind it can be found on the website agilemanifesto.org. It is important to understand these 4 values listed in the Agile Manifesto, which differentiates it from the traditional software development process. For example, although processes and tools are valuable, individuals and the interactions between them are much more valuable. Therefore, processes and tools should not be allowed to become bureaucratic and barriers in the way of these interactions. Having comprehensive product documentation is certainly important. However, having a working product is much more important. You cannot release a product without accompanying documentation, but the documentation is not valuable at all unless it is accompanied by a product that does the job. Following a plan is definitely a virtue. Indeed, planning is critical, and you should never start a project without a plan. However, changes are inevitable in any project. Therefore, responding to change is considered more valuable than following a plan. Contracts have to be respected and one has to negotiate hard while signing them. But collaborating with customers is a much more valuable focus area. If you are actively engaging the customers every step of the way, contracts will take care of themselves. So the bottom line is that while the items on the right side are important, the ones on the left are perhaps more important.